History was made earlier this month as Army veteran Carol Whitmore shattered a 125-year barrier, becoming the first woman ever to lead the Veterans of Foreign Wars, or the VFW for short. Her story is one of service, sacrifice, and trailblazing leadership, proof that the fight for veterans doesn't end when the uniform comes off. And joining us now is Carol Whitmore. Carol, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be on here.
Hey, we want to say thank you for your service. And my first question to you is, when you raised your hand to join the Women's Army Corps back in 1977, did you ever imagine one day you'd be leading the VFW?
Not ever. And it is such an opportunity. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to make sure that I can advocate for my fellow veterans who don't have that voice, who don't have the opportunity that I do to advocate on their behalf, especially on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. And that is one of my biggest focuses this year, is to make sure that we get our benefits and our everything that we deserve, that we've earned.
125 years, you're the first woman to ever lead the VFW. What went through your mind when you realized that?
Again, it's a little surreal because, it has typically been a male-dominated area, but I never felt unwelcome. And I know not every female experiences that, but I just never accepted not being able to be part of the organization. And sometimes you just have to have that gumption about you to make sure that people understand that I served. I'm a veteran. I just happen to be female, and I served over 36 years, and so that longevity, I think, gave me a lot of credibility in the Veterans of Foreign Wars' eyes.
Yeah, you've said we fight for those who can't. Can you give an example of how that mission drives you today?
Oh, it is. It is such an honor to do what I do, and it's a privilege, and I know that. There are so many veterans that suffer from toxic exposure still from Iraq, Afghanistan, even Camp Lejeune and Fort McClellan, and they don't have the voice that I do on Capitol Hill. And so it is my duty, my obligation, to make sure that those rights are heard in Washington, D.C., especially the Richard Starr Act, which has gone on shamefully for over 15 years without being passed, and that is our concurrent receipt to receive your pension and disability. They're two different pots of money, and right now that's not the case. Yeah. So it is my job to make sure that that happens this year. Gotcha.
Leading an organization this size comes with its challenges, obviously. How will you hold you and your members accountable for the mission of service and advocacy?
They know that's my number one forethought for this year. I have an incredible class of commanders, one right here in Georgia, Bill Miles. He is an incredible Army veteran also, and they all know that the very first focus of my year is advocacy for all veterans, not just combat veterans, but all veterans.
Yeah. What role has your family played in helping you reach this moment?
Oh, my husband has been incredible. He has supported me unconditionally in all of this. He is a Vietnam veteran, and he has suffered from Agent Orange, as well as most Vietnam veterans have. And so that again was a driving force to make sure that every veteran is taken care of that has had those type of exposures. And that is the number one thing that I have on my mind.
Yeah. What do you hope that young women serving in uniform today take away from seeing you at the helm of the VFW?
Oh, my hope is that they all believe that they can do this. It's not about taking a secondary back seat to anything anymore. There are so many incredible women out there that have the strength and courage to be leaders, and I hope that I can inspire them in some small way to say, I can do this, I can be a leader, I can have that voice also that she does.
You're doing it in a big way in our site. Carol Whitmore, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your service. Thank you for all that you do for our community. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right.